Here's our v.216 Astral Blessings patch notes. Quick review. Just gonna go through them quickly and highlight some of the most important changes. So Ursa's time is changing. Make sure you figure out what time that is for you locally. Looks like it's gonna be 1 hour after reset, up to 3 hours after reset, and also I think it's the old time, 6 hours to 4 hours before reset. Princess no change. Damage capped monsters Mikagami. Pretty sure it's supposed to be Miki. Excluded, but now receive 100 damage from all sources. This is most likely targeting the Oda warriors that took 10 damage and some 100 damage if they were weak to your class type. So you can't use your soul weapons anymore, and you can't use Kana skills to kill them instantly. When it says Mikigami is excluded, that could mean that it's still actually 10 damage cap, but you could probably still use Reflective Ring. And what is? Okay, my mistake. And you could also use Dark Flare maybe. Exciting news, new familiars to Moonbridge Labyrinth of Suffering and Limina. So these are all just the regular mobs. There's no area bosses, there's no boss mobs. It's just all regular mobs. So all familiars, all Tenebris will drop mobs. So good. That means as you level up, you just get lots of familiars, with which you can scrap for booster pack points or fuse together to upgrade. And in the future, Tenebris will also be getting droplets. This is, incentivizing people to go to Tenebris. Along with that, they will come with respective badges. I added these to the familiar badge list already. In case you're familiar with that, I'll put a link in the description. The Void badge is Moonbridge. It'll contain the Moonbridge ones, which is just a few here. Labyrinth would be the biggest chunk, which will account for most of them here. And then Limina just has like 5. So these are really, really good, as you can see. 1% all stat is actually the maximum amount you can get from all badges anyway. So these are excellent, and I can't wait to get them. Do note you have to be level 245, 250, and 255 to access these areas, so time to get leveling. Cubes, drops have been adjusted based on the difficulty. Not really sure what that means. Maybe up, maybe down. Fragments no longer drop, so maybe they're increased then. Some quests have been removed for reward points. Sound effects for successful inputted keys for runes. Whole Young skills. Iron, Fan Gale, and Consuming Flames. Attack speed cannot be increased beyond 2. Beyond 2. Maybe they mean below 2. Decrease below 2. These two skills had the issue of where if you used a green potion, it would mess up and you could not use their true form, which moved you. So maybe now the fix is that they cannot be changed to break, so they'll just always be slower, but you can use the mobility. Some metal changes, some typo fixes. Typo, tags, issue. Skip over this. Alright, this is kind of nice. Multiple Galax familiar icons had mismatch art compared to Galax. This is where 4 different familiars had the same preview image, so you couldn't tell which one you had, sort of. Some incorrect names. Incorrect text, incorrect things. Blacklist. I think most of the rest of this stuff is kind of minimal. Core Aura and Jetlink. Well, now I'll show you the stats. Sometimes you couldn't see what it had. Some clipping of hair. More text issues. Okay, this seemed pretty minor. Some date. Okay, known issues. Points instead of... Okay, also minimal. Alright, for actual event, the big chunk. The celestial event starts right after mate, so this means you can probably cap on points before reset and then after reset. You can get 1 day ahead, basically. Ends on September 22nd. Very important to remember this date. Okay, so you do have to be level 61 and above. Zeros must have completed chapter 2. Make sure to accept the quest from the star tab. Always do that for any new event. And talk to Dark Prince once you're at the map. The cap is 100 points per world per day. Oh, they changed it. Oh, I mean that makes sense. When they first released the notes, it said like you could do 100 per character per day. So now they changed it, and your cap is 100 per day across the whole world. So you can't speed up your increase then. Bummer. Alright, so the ranks. You have to accept another quest. So just accept all the quests when you log in, basically. Start at rank C, can go up to S. The rank is shared between all characters on the world. Each rank unlocks at a appointed date. It ranks up when you meet the required amount of cumulative points. When you rank up, your celestial rank skills will stack with previous rank. Each time you rank up, you receive a rank reward or an additional perk. Once a rank is available, you can rank up by talking to Muhammad, found in the event map. So starting from rank C, this is what everyone will start out with. 10 all stat, 10 attack, 2% EXP per buff, 30 minutes of Umbra time, 110% EXP extra, and then double arcane river symbols. So the skills, the stacking one is just the first one, the skill. Each time you rank up, you'll get some more stats and attack. Then for the special effects, I think it describes down below, you have to choose between one of these. Surge, Umbra, or Unending Night. The EXP buff stacks up to 50 times. This is just a special map you enter and kill for 30 minutes at a bonus EXP rate. And then this is pretty straightforward as well, just double symbols. So at rank B is also available immediately, right after maintenance. You don't have to wait, but you do have to have earned 600 points. So at 100 base per day, plus I believe it's 40 additional from sort of a battleground type daily, you're earning 140, right? So 4 days of 140 is only 560, so it's not going to be until the 5th day that you can unlock rank B. And at rank B, the EXP buff becomes 3%, which is 3 times 50. If it's fully charged, you'll get 150% EXP while the buff is active. More Umbra time, higher rate, and then you start getting 5 node stones. Some people have said that it's 5 node stones per quest. I'm not sure if it shows down. We'll take a look down below. Rank A, more EXP, some more attack, more stat. This one unlocks at September 2nd, and you have to have earned up to 1200 points. Time limit increase, EXP increase, and this goes up to 10 nodes. And the last rank at September 9th, 1 week later. Ten stat, 10 attack. The buff is the maximum at this point. Time limit 45, more EXP, 3 time symbols at the max, and 10 node stones. Maybe per quest, maybe just at once. You can see below. Again, this, yeah. We'll take a look at the details down below. When you rank up, you'll get rewards. Going from rank C to B, you get 1 Mega Burninator, 14-day duration, cannot be used on Adele or Zero. And then your character will burn for 30 days. At rank A, you gain access to the Sanctuary of Stars, which is a no boom room, which means when you're starring regular items, they will not be destroyed below 15 stars, and Tyrants up to 8 stars. So this is the anticipated no boom room. Unfortunately, due to the timing, it will not overlap with any of the Star Force events, because you had to be rank A and the first date available was the 2nd, which I don't think you even earn enough points by then anyway to unlock it. But even if you do, since 5, 10, 15 is this weekend, it's too late. Rank S. On reboot, you have an equipment transfer. You can do weapons and secondaries, regular ones, and emblems. Reboot, 100% unique scroll, 14-day duration, untradeable. Last rank, mount transfer. Select one mount skill to extract from a character, transfer to another within the same world. Once you have reached rank S, you also receive a title. It lasts until October 22nd. And S rank is available from September 9th, so like 6 weeks-ish. 30 all stat, 10 attack. No boss, no AD. Looks kind of nice though. I'm guessing your character will have like a little banner for what rank you are as well, maybe. Or maybe depends on which perk you chose. Okay, for actual skills. Accept the quest. Talk to Muhammad Mad. In the event map, 300 points for 1 skill point, max of 12 skill points. Skill points obtained from ranking up will be automatically filled without using these skill points. This is the first skills we went over. You can distribute using an exclusive UI by talking to the NPC, clicking the skill in your beginner tab, or clicking the skill button in the event UI. 3 different skill categories: sight, spectators, and setting. And they have some like passive effects that change your maps, I suppose. Okay, so for the actual skills, sight tree is EXP related, reducing combo orb requirements, increasing the rune effect, more combo orbs, combo EXP, portal EXP, double E-boss rewards. Spectators is part of the if you select the Umbra mode and you get, oh no, sorry, these are not the selected ones, these are just the passive skill trees. So, stacking passive EXP buffs up to 25%, 5, 10, 15, plus 10, 25. Extra elite monsters, damage against regular monsters, and just buff duration. Last tree, extra arcane symbols, 1, 2, 3, 3 extra symbols from the base. And this shouldn't be affected by the double or triple, I don't believe, so it's just if you're doing 1 times, 2 times, or 3 times, plus 3 for each daily. And then you can also receive a bunch of boss reset tickets every week per character, every Wednesday at reset from the event map. Includes normal Cygnus, Hard Magnus, and then CRA, which is pretty decent. It was like a few hundred mil, and you could do it per character. Kinda crazy if you boss for mazes. Also, it's nice for having spares as well. Last 2 skills, boss damage and double monster park EXP. Okay, the main events. These are the perks you have to choose one of 3. Surging with power, the longest night, enter the Umbra. There are instruction quests that you must complete. You can participate in one event per week. You can select it by going through the quest interface in the star icon. Main event is shared between all your characters within the same world, and you cannot change until the week ends. Perks in each of these events will be based on based on your rank, and then this just goes upward. So you can choose a new perk every Wednesday as well at reset. Yeah, I will go back and answer questions after we run through it first, so hang on to your questions. So first perk is the Surge. This is the EXP buff as you hunt. From Mr. Steve's video, X3 Theoran 59. Looks like it's an active skill you had to put onto your skill bar from the beginner tab. Every time you feel the gauge, you can consume 100 points to cast kind of like an explosion. Every time you use it, you stack one time. It stacks up to 50 times, and the effect, as we saw above, is based on what rank you're at. So for GMS, it's going to start at 2% per stack, 2, 3, 4, 5% for the 4 different ranks. Each time you stack, the EXP, the duration of the buff will increase, and you can only use the skill 50 times per day per world, which means that's what it means. So you're generally looking to most likely use it on one character per day. If you can help it, you can split it between 2, I suppose, but be careful of how many times you've used it. It's good that the buff and the stacks will be kept when you log out, which should include crashing, hopefully. And then buff resets at reset. I believe when you use the skill, you also earn the points for the daily. So even if you've capped out on points, you can still get EXP. I did a little bit of math on the side earlier. If you look here, I just did 250 minutes, because I believe it's 5 minutes per stack. So 5 minutes times 50 times is 250 minutes. That divided by 60 is 4.116. So it's a little bit over 4 hours of buff. And from Steve's video, it looks like you stack them up relatively quickly. I'd imagine you could get to full stacks maybe in less than half an hour, perhaps. So you're looking at like 4 hours of EXP buff, which is pretty nice. It is a lot less than what Maplestory got. They started at 4% and went to 4, 5, 6, 7%. So our EXP buff is 100, 150, 200, 250. They started at 200, then went to 250, 300, 350. But yeah, still not bad. Based on how many points you can earn per day, which should be like 140, you should be able to unlock the second rank within 5 days, assuming you can get on and cap your points before reset tomorrow on patch day, which will be pretty important, because then you'll be 1 day ahead. You'll have the perks of the next rank 1 day earlier. So do that. Second perk, Unending Night. Oh, they're out of order. Alright. Second perk is apparently Unending Night. This is the extra symbols per daily. Thank you, Bubble. Welcome back. Let me finish this up real quick. So once you pick this perk, you'll get a passive skill and your beginner skill, and then each time you do daily, you'll get extra symbols. It also includes like mini games outside of the killing stuff. Do note that if you use Arcane Express Pass, these perks are not applied, so you have to do them manually. So depending on your rank, they're going to be, you know, double from first to third rank, and the last rank, rank S, you'll get triple symbols. Starting from the, what is it, CBAS. If you reach the second rank, which is from C to B, then you start getting nodes as well. It doesn't really say if it's going to be nodes per quest or nodes from completing all the quests for the day. People have been excited about this perk, so it could be per quest. You might be getting 5 or 10 nodes per quest. That seems really crazy, but they said it would be crazy. It doesn't specify here, so keep an eye out. Umbra. Hunting ground. Oh, this is the similar to Utah's farm. It's going to be a separate map. You can select when you select this perk, you have access to the Umbra hunting ground. You can talk to the NPC or enter the portal on the left side of the venue. Up to 10 people can be visible, and all buffs are shared amongst the player in the map. Oh, so I guess it could be more than 10, but you only see 10. Upon entering, monsters near your level will be summoned. You can gain EXP by defeating them during the time limit. The extra bonus EXP will be... the multiplier will be dependent on your rank, as shown above. The higher your rank you are, the more time you get inside, and the higher EXP you'll get. Skills that increase spawn rate or mob count will not function in the Umbra maps. This means should cover like Kishin and totems. However, Utah's farm also said that it wouldn't work, but Kishin did work, so depending if they fix it or not, it could be actually OP. While you hunt sand, rats of darkness will appear, you'll obtain celestial points, and a flower will spawn. You can kill it for a short buff. You can do this once a day per character. So this event is something you'd want to do if you maybe don't have access to a lot of totems or a Kishin mule, because you'll get bonus EXP inside, and it should be pretty good. They'll be scaled to your level. As instance, you share buffs, so if someone brings like holy symbol and stuff, you'll benefit. And you can do it on like tons of characters, right? Once per day per character. Whereas the first buff, even though it's really OP, you can only use a skill 50 times, so you're mainly focusing on maybe 1 or 2 characters. And you want to do this if you have like buff enhancement, spawn enhancement, such as a totem or Kishin. So focusing on 1 or 2, do this. Focusing on mini and most likely lower level, you want to do Umbra. Could be very good for lower legion. Okay, going on to the mini games. This one is also a level 61 requirement. Fire Thief. Attack monsters in the map reduce their HP as much as you can within 2 minutes. Points given based on the EXP HP reduced. If you're not satisfied, you can retry without rewards. The points from this do not count toward the capacity for the day and can be obtained once per world. So this is the one that goes over the cap, basically. From what I've seen, you earn like 120 points, but then the points get divided by 4 or 3. So you end up with 40 points from this per day. It doesn't say how much you get here, so it could be different. I believe Maple Sea was 40 points. Like when you do the actual event, it's like 1,200 points, but then it's divided by 30, which results in 40 actual points. So 40 plus your 100 per day is the maximum, 140. Perhaps, since it doesn't actually say. Another mini event, Princess Parade, same requirements. These all start immediately as well. Make sure to accept the quest, and then a float will appear in the menu map at a 30-minute mark of every hour. Each time you hit the parade, it drops EXP orb and celestial orb. So I guess this is points. 30 EXP orbs per day, 30 princess celestial orbs per day. If you reach your point cap, you can no longer get points. This is a capping method if you maybe chose the symbols or something. So I think for Umbra, the mini training ground, and for Surge, you'll earn points as you train and kill stuff, whereas you don't earn points for doing your dailies for the symbol ones. So if you choose a symbol one, you're going to have to do other stuff like play mini games or AFK. Jackpot minigame. This one, you talk to Cassandra on the minimap. It's a spinner. You choose between black or white. If you land on black, you win. This doesn't cost points from what I understand. You just get like free points that you can try to double up on, but it does go toward your cap as well. So it's just another capping method. And there's some like weird anti-hack stuff that you might have to do. Okay, another side thing. The hot air balloons. You can either get AFK EXP or AFK points. From what I've seen, the numbers from Maplestory, it takes about like 5.5 hours to max out on your daily points if you just AFK on the Yeti. And this also goes toward the cap. There's no limit on EXP actually. So again, you pretty much only want to do these mini games for extra points if you're doing the symbol perk, since you won't naturally generate any points. You have to go out of your way to do other stuff. Alright, I think it's the biggest chunk. The rest of the stuff, Burning World has ended. Is ending? I'm not sure when it ends actually. But it's time to World Leap. Oh, I guess you still have time. But World Leap will be starting at the 17th through the 8th. 7th of October, excuse me. There's a whole bunch of stuff. If you're doing this, make sure you check the patch notes. I'll link them below for yourself. I haven't done this, and this is, you know, strictly non-reboot, so I'm not going to focus too much about this, but there's a lot of important things that you really need to look at if this pertains to you. You definitely want to read all of this and make sure you understand, because if you mess up, you might lose a character that you worked on, or you might lose items. So pay very special attention to this if you did the Burning World. Other events, Fairy Bros Golden Giveaway starts right after maint. This is another event that you may want to, you know, log in and complete before reset tomorrow, right after the maint. That way you get like a day ahead basically. Assuming the game is up before reset. Ooh, okay. The requirement is level 101 and above, and the chapter 2 for zeros. So this is just the daily calendar reward, but you don't have to kill, I believe, just AFK, and then it's like a huge grid with tons of gifts. Attendance login after 1 hour. And make sure you're on a character that's high enough level though, which is 101 or above. And do note that weekends are double check-in. If you miss a day, you have options of spending 3,000 Maple points, which is like basically $3 to fill in one. And you have a limited amount. And you can only claim the rewards once per account. So after every 9th time, you get cool gifts. The first one is going to be a pet with some wings. I don't know why it's called Sonara Wave. It's like the name of a female hare, interestingly enough. Day 18, second one, Mystery Colorblind Eye coupon. So that'll have like 2 colors. And when you use the coupon, it makes your eyes a random combination of two random colors. Third week, or not week, I guess. Third reward is a wonky weapon. It's kind of similar to one we got in the past, but this one's like kind of glowy. Should be a cash weapon and can be transferred to the cash shop inventory, which is good. Alright, next one is Fairy Bros Damage Selection Skin Box, which is just a special box that has like over 100 different damage skins, from which you can choose from. So it should be nice. Next one is a permanent Thunder Horse mount coupon. Really nice mount. People said other versions this functioned as a 90-day teleport rock as well. I don't know if we'll be getting that. doesn't mention it here, but just keep that in mind. Could be an extra perk, so save on some TP rocks. Maybe. Next one, floating rock spirit coupon. Should be like an effect item. Can be transferred, which is great. A little floating rock spirit, very nice. Next reward, Fairy Bros chair selection box. Choose one of the following. Let's see, Battle of Light and Lightning. This was in like Glory Shop, I think. Marvelous Moon. I'm not sure if this is the one that makes your face big, maybe. Pixel Ancient Guardian, that was in also Glory, I think. Throne of Darkness. This wasn't like Alliance patch. Like the Black Mage chair, I think. Not the actual Black Mage one, like his throne. Very nice. Starglow has been around for a very long time. This one just has different stars based on your Star Force. Hall chair, which shows your total account character level. Cinema Starlet. I'm not sure what this one was. And then Bloom of Lucid. Very classic. Next reward, Fairy Bros face selector. Here's the faces you can get. This one kind of looks like Tsundere, but not really. Angrier. They're kind of odd, but that's what they are. Hair selector for the next one. Here are the hairs. Kind of weird. Alright, and then Magic Student, Star Magic Student set. This one looks quite nice actually. A little odd, but get a hat, overall. These are gender locked, so make sure you pick the right one. Don't click too fast. Be careful. Shoes, aura, which should be a cape, and a weapon. Cane. Wait, this is a cane? Looks like a bag or something. Okay, and the last one, the one that most people are looking forward to. It's the basic damage skin unit version, which abbreviates it heavily. Thousands becomes Ks, millions becomes Ms, billions becomes Bs. 99 days. I also did the math here to figure out how many days it is total. A little hard to see here. So essentially, if you can get in your first entry right before reset, it's a total of the count is 84, so it's 84 days. The sum of the points you can earn is 108. Because every weekend is 2 points, which I've accounted for here. So this means that out of a possible 108 points, you need to hit 99, which means you have a 9-day gap. If you miss a weekend, it's twice as bad, so there's not much room for error here. You're allowed to miss 9 points, basically. Assuming each day is 1 point for a weekday and 2 points for a weekend. So it means you can miss, 4 weekend days or 9 weekdays. So this is a tight one. You gotta make sure you hit the daily attendance to make it to the end and get the damage skin. So make sure you do it. It's not very much, not very many extra days. Okay. Then starting on September 23rd, which would be like next month, I haven't done anything that's coming back. It's basically as long as you stay online, you get AFK EXP. It accumulates twice as fast if you're logged in versus if you're not logged in, and then you can claim it on whoever you want. The EXP will be like scaled to your character level, So you can't like try to collect on a high level and give like a low level a ton of EXP. It's not going to work like that. They'll have like a set amount that they'll receive based on their level, so it's pretty nice. Just get some extra EXP. Preferably just give it to your lower levels because it's worth more, even though lower levels are easier to level up with. If you do on a high level, like, you just don't really get much. But EXP, free EXP is free EXP. The Sunny Sunday list. This weekend, August 30th, 5, 10, 15. Not including superiors such as tyrants. So do note, we saw from above that we don't get access to the no boom room until September 2nd. This is 2 days before we can even access it, so we're not going to have no boom room for 5, 10, 15. Second week, mag souls again, which means your normal chance of getting a mag soul is 1%, now it's 5% because it's 5 times more. Soul shards come from bosses and they give different effects. Third week, monster blooms, 3 of them, and double monster collection week. Fourth week, extra EXP from portals, and yeah, the yellow portals or red portals as you train. Fifth week, 30% off Star Force. Do note that this also doesn't overlap with No Boom because the No Boom room ends on September 22nd. If you remember, we go back up here, you can see the whole festival ends on the 22nd, the main festival. So you need to get rank A to access to the No Boom, which is September 2nd, and then the whole event ends on the 22nd. Sanctuary, rank A. This means, once again, no overlap between No Boom room with any Star Force event. No 5, 10, 15, no 30% off, nothing. And the last week, 1 character slot coupon and 50% off spell trace for non-reboot. If you're non-reboot, you want to look at this spell trace fever time, because that's a good event for y'all. Okay, so quick recap. That was a lot of stuff. Versus times are changing, make sure you know when they happen. New familiars for all of Tenebris, new badges for all of Tenebris. Should be easy to get. No bosses, no special mobs, all regular mobs. Should be amazing. High level areas though, 245, 250, 255. Cubes are getting changed, could be higher drop rate or lower. Ho Young's getting some skill fixes. Golux, familiar pictures are getting fixed. The Celestial event, as we covered before. You know, kind of plan out which one you want and plan to try to cap points right after the patch before reset, ideally. That way you can make sure you're at maximum speed on your ranking up, because you want to rank up as fast as possible. Once again, we went through all the different perks for which one you choose and how they grow and when you can unlock them. I believe someone on Reddit made a document that kind of shows the progress that you can go for. I'll put a link at the bottom as well, but this is kind of nice as well, because you can see like your cumulative coins per day. And like what kind of perks there are as you go. So, you know, based on this, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days until you hit 600, right? And that's rank B, as mentioned. And then you actually need to get to Thursday before you unlock rank A. So I'll put a link as well to this. It's pretty handy. Okay. Yep. So plan out the skills. I believe they had a preview that had kind of like the images of the skill trees, perhaps, if I recall correctly. Or maybe it wasn't here. That's what the fairy bros will look like. Oh, I guess it wasn't here. Yeah, I'll put a link for Steve's video as well. You can see the tree from his video. It kind of just looks like a skill tree. And you just put points in. I don't think it said here, but it's been said that you can only reset your points one time, so kind of like plan carefully, because you can only reset once. It may not be a bad idea to have, like, you know, depending on what rank you're aiming for, to put points into stuff, like, you know, as you have them, when you have them, and then change them once you have access to like the full tree, so you can benefit. Do note, each skill point costs 300 points as well. So you're not going to even be able to buy your first point until the 3rd day, actually. And the 5th day, you can buy 2 points at rank. And then you also be at rank B. So the points are actually going to go up very slowly, and you max out at 12 points once again. 12 points is the maximum. So you're going to be slowly getting the soul points as you go. If you're doing Umbra, you probably just get the... Umbra is the training map, right? Probably just get the passive EXP. If you're going to be training outside, getting 2 points into the first tree is probably best. Combo orb into rune EXP. I think this is a requirement for this one. So those will be your 2 points. Since there's no runes in the Umbra room, like, this is best for training outside. So yeah, just another thing to think about, because you'll be getting points kind of slowly. One skill point per 300 event points. There's a cost you have to pay. As there is no event shop for this event, the points are spent on skill points only, pretty much. And for 12 skills, that's 12 times 300, which is like 3,600, right? So you won't even have all 12 skill points until 2 days before the event ends, actually. That's kind of ouch. So you get to experience the full skill tree. Oh yeah, they have it right here, how many points you have until for like 3 days of the event. Oh, this is a very nice chart. Yeah, so first points here, and then so it goes kind of slowly. So you should plan out accordingly what you want to spend your points on. So again, I'll put the link in the video description. Okay, so not bad, not bad. Very excited about familiars and badges. The XP event is kind of nerfed compared to what Maplestory got, but still very solid. And the Umbra room will be good for low level progression. Thanks, luckily. Appreciate it. So yeah. Oh, and the Fairy Bro stuff is very nice too. 99. So again, so yeah, make sure you stay on top of your check-ins, your attendance. If you can, you know, stay online for 1 hour before reset. That'll give you like 1 extra day, basically, sort of. Yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know if I missed anything, if you have any questions.